Hey guys, welcome back to another bow along or bow DIY. Today we're going to be working with a few different 3-inch prints. I love the 3-inch prints. All of a sudden I just like making the bows that are as big as Kennedy's head. They are just so cute. I don't know what it is about a big bow on a little girl, but thumbs up for big bows on little girls, right? Alright, so I've got my 3-inch prints. We've got this awesome silver like hologram. It's shimmery and shiny and it's just oh so awesome. I actually made a cheer bow for Kennedy with this and a gold, and I just love this print right here. I've also got a neon green and silver scroll. Look at that. It's also like a holographic design. It shimmers, it shines, it is awesome. And then we also have this like turquoise blue, equally as awesome. Of course, I have got the usual suspects when it comes to bow making. I'm using my ruler, I've got some scissors, a heat sealing device, also known as a lighter. I'm going to be using my embroidery, I'm going to be using my crochet thread, which I still need to get more of. And as you can see, I have not been making many bows because I have the exact same amount as I did last time. And I've got my stiff and quick that I love, my hot glue, I can't even talk today, you guys. My hot glue gun is heating up and we are ready to roll. Okay, since we're working with 3-inch wide ribbon, how about we make 3 bows using 3-inch wide ribbon today. I think we'll make a twisted boutique, a cheer style, and maybe a pinwheel. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do a twister. We'll see. But we will be making 3 bows in this tutorial. Okay, it does not look like a lot, but we are working with 50 inches of ribbon, you guys. That is definitely over a yard. A lot of ribbon. And I'm working with this silver print first. I'm going to do a twisted boutique bow. What I did was I heat sealed one end. Just run your lighter across the bottom, and this one takes a while. It's just a different type of ribbon. So now it's good and sealed. Alright, let me get this massive pile of ribbon over to the other side. This is so huge. I'm trying to find room up here to work. We need more room. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and form our first loop, and you want to make it a decent size, and that looks like about 2 inches. Let's see if that's about 2 inches. That is about 2 inches. Alright, so there's my first loop. I'm going to bring the other ribbon over and down, and we're going to cross it over just like that. Look at those. Oh, I love it. They're so loopy. Ah, love it. Alright, now my ribbon is at the bottom on this massive length of ribbon. Alright, and then we're going to take that ribbon, I'm going to form another, and we're going to tuck it underneath the first ribbon. Alright, so there is the, you see the loop forming? Just tuck it. Tuck it underneath. See, now we have 3 loops. 2 at the top and 1 right here at the corner. Alright, now our ribbon is over to this side. Just going to pull down. We're going to form a loop and then come over that 3rd loop. Alright. And then of course we're going to play with them. See, now we have 4 loops in this tail. What I like to do, my tail's at the top right now, I just like to twist it where the tail is at the bottom. And now is where you can play with your loops and get them all even. Look at that. Oh my goodness, you guys, this bow is huge. It does not look that big in the camera, but it is huge. Alright, so once you play with those loops and get them all even, I think they're looking okay. This one might need to be stretched down. Stretch. There we got 2 on that side, 2 on that side. There's the tail. All right, now we can start creasing. All right, I'm just gonna come right up here at the top center, and I'm going to grab it in the middle, the back, and the front. Let me show you the back, by the way. All right, see? This is the back. See how they're lining up? All right, now flip it back over. Be sure you're holding everything. You don't want anything falling. All right, so grab that top middle, and I'm just going to push. See what I'm doing? Pushing down. Push down and hold it. You can hold the back. And then we're going to take the bottom and we're going to push up. See how it's folding? And then just keep doing that until you go to the bottom. See that three-fold crease right there? That is perfect. Now you just want to make sure you hold it nice and tight, and you can get your crochet thread and secure it, or you can sew it, whatever you want to do. I'm going the easy route, and I'm just going to, I'm actually going to wrap this a few more times since it's so thick. Alright, so just wrap, wrap, wrap. And then you can clip it and tie it off in the back. Okay, the bow is complete. Now we just need to fluff and stuff. And I don't know if I've told you guys before, but for this bigger width ribbon, I like my loops at the top to be perfectly loopy. So of course I'll just play around with that. And I like the bottom two loops. Of course we've still got to trim the tail, but I like the bottom two loops to be somewhat flatter. This just sits on Kennedy's head just a little bit better, but I mean, you can still come down here and pull out your loops and make it as loopy as you want to, or as flat as you want to. This is just the part where you just, you know, tug and form your loops, and then after you get done forming your loops, if you take your Stiff and Quick and spray it, you're good to go. It'll hold shape. This stuff has never let me down. I love it. But let me go ahead and trim up my tail. Sometimes I like a longer tail, sometimes I don't. It just depends. It just depends. This one's going to be semi long. Alright, so I am going to seal that really well. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now I'm just going to flatten my loops out, and yeah, I'm just going to fluff it up, and we're going to go from there. But like I said, this is the part where it's just, you go with what you know and what you like. If you don't want your loops down here flat, then you, by all means, just come and tug on them and make them loopier. Totally up to you. And of course, this is actually just, see, it feels like plastic. It's just a different ribbon, so it's going to be harder to shape, but I love it. I love it. Okay, before I put this on a clip, I did want to mention that this bow right here, 50 inches of 3-inch ribbon measures 6 inches in width. It is an awesomely huge bow. Okay, so for the next bow, I am going to do a twister topper, and I'm going to be using the blue and this lovely shade of green here. I have measured off 26 inches of the green and 26 inches of the blue. Now we're going to combine the two and make one cute little bow. Well, it's not going to be so little, it's going to be pretty massive. Okay, so I am going to line both of my pieces of ribbon. See the sides where there's no print? I'm going to line those up together. So just put them back to back, just like this. You have a print on one side, and now you have a print on the other side. Now I'm going to take my lighter, and I'm just going to come up here and heat seal. There's a pesky little strand. Alright, so just heat seal all of your ribbon pieces together. They're good and sealed. Alright, now I am going to switch, actually. I'm going to let my tail hang off to the right, and I'm going to be working with the left side. Alright, so what we're going to do, I am on the blue side right now. Now I'm going to take the blue side and we're going to form a loop over the green. Do you see what I just did? See, there's the green, here's the blue on top. Just form a nice loop right on top. You want to make sure your ribbons are lined up pretty even. Alright, so now we have the tail hanging down. I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it. We don't want blue showing. We want to bring the green over, and we're going to form a loop with the green. You see the loop? Alright, so I'm going to put it in there in the middle, and now my tail's on the top. Alright, let's do that again. Alright, there's the blue side. We're going to form a loop over the green. There's the first loop. Now here's my tail hanging down. Now I'm going to pull down, see, and then we're just going to flip it over, and we're going to form another loop, and you'll see the green, and you're going to want them to meet right there in the middle, and now the tail is back hanging down. Alright, so we have two loops, the green and the blue. Now all we have to do is come right up here and crease down the middle. We're just going to do that accordion crease. Remember, we pressed down, back up, and then we just make everything fall in place. There is a nice crease. Now you just want to hold it tight and secure it with your thread. Look at that cute bow. Got a green side and a blue side, and here is that tail. Now all you do is you determine how long your tail is going to be, and then you just trim it. And let's see, I think I'm going to go about right here. I'm just going to do a angle cut, and I'm going to heat seal. And that is it, you guys. That's another simple bow. This looks really cute. In the back of a ponytail, the loops are so loopy, and it's just a nice size bow if you like the bigger bows. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add this one to a clip, and then we will get started on the last bow. For the third and final bow, I'm actually going to be making a cheer style bow, except I'm going to be doing it in a different method. I'm going to be using a tuxedo style bow, and then we're going to add our own tails to the bow. Alright, I'm going to be making two parts. The first part is going to be the actual tuxedo bow. I have got 18 inches of my ribbon, and I am going to be using a ruler because I want the tuxedo bow, I want the loops to measure about 6 to 6.5 inches. So what you're going to do with your ribbon is we're going to just form a nice, just circle it around each other, I guess. Is that a method? I don't think so, but go with me. Alright, so we're going to just fold the ribbon up, and we're going to come up here, just going to press it down, and I'm going to see if this measures about 6.5, and it does. Alright, so see what I did? I just sandwiched the ribbons together. You can form your circle and then press it down. And then what I do is I come here and I fold it in half. You don't have to do this, but I just want to find the exact center so I can crease. So right here, I just fold it in half, and this right here, I'm going to take my lighter and I'm going to run it along this part right here. I mean, don't leave it there too long. You don't want it burning your ribbon. I'm going to press down, and then when you unfold, you should have like a crease. You see the crease right there? And that's gonna show where I need to crease down the center. All right, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to do that accordion style crease right down the center. Start right there at the top, push down, and then bring this and push up, and then back down again, and you have a crease. All right, so just tie that off with your thread. Easy enough. All right, I'm gonna tie it in the back. And you could probably use much less ribbon. I just did 18 inches because that's what I cut off. All right, so this is the tuxedo portion. See the cute little bow, looks like a bow tie. All right, now we are going to take the same color of that 3-inch ribbon, and I'm going to make my tails. Tails can be as short or as long as you want to go. I am going to go for a fairly long tail today, just because. How about that? Just because. So I clipped off 16 inches of this blue ribbon. Now I'm going to fold it in half and do what we just did to find the center. I'm going to crease. I'm going to come up here and run my lighter along the crease, and then we're going to open it up and see we've got that nice crease along the middle. This is where my middle is, and I need to crease it. All right, so I'm just going to again do the accordion style method and just go all the way down to the bottom, and we are going to secure this with some of our string, thread, whatever you want to call it. Of course, you want to clip it and tie it off. Tie it in the back. It's not really going to matter because we're going to be putting another piece of ribbon on top so it doesn't show, but you know. All right. Now this is our tail piece. All right, so what you do now is you come right up there where you put it together with the thread. I'm gonna hold it right there in the center. I'm gonna take my little tuxedo bow and I'm going to come right there in the middle, and I'm going to attach the two pieces together. Now you can add a little glue, but now what we're gonna do is secure it with a little more thread, and then these two pieces will be completely put together. Look, we're like almost completely finished with this bow. All we have to do is trim up the ends, heat seal, and attach it to a clip. Super simple. Okay, so what I like to do when I'm working with a bow that has tails and you want these two suckers to be even with each other, I just lay my ribbons on top of each other, making sure they line up, and I trim them together. And then heat seal, of course. And then they will be pretty much even with each other. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna clip my tails and I'm gonna attach it to the clip, and then I will show you all three bows put together. I went ahead and secured each one to a clip, and I always prefer working with a French barrette. It just holds so much better in Kennedy's hair, but I definitely prefer working with the big French barrettes when I am using a wider width ribbon. It just works so much better. All right, so we've got our twister topper, and again, it is on that French barrette. Love it. Got this nice tail right here. And then I've got my twisted boutique, again on a French barrette. Love that silver. Look at that. And then we also have the tuxedo tails bow on a French barrette. Look at that blue. So cute. Those tails. Alright, so if you use the exact measurements of ribbon that I give you in this tutorial, you'll make 3 bows Each one of these bows measures 6 inches in width. This one is 6 inches, this one is 6 inches across, and this one is 6 inches across. All supersized bows. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what size ribbon you want to see me work with next. Also, if you do make some bows using your 3-inch ribbon, be sure to visit the Facebook page and show me what you make. And I will see you guys in the next video.